Hi, my name is Jared Lederman and I'm in 10th grade. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my business idea, Cognicopia. The name Cognicopia comes from two Latin roots, cog, which refers to learning, and copia, which means abundance. Cognicopia is dedicated to solving an extremely important problem facing America today. Here's the problem. A survey conducted by the University of Pennsylvania indicated that only a quarter of Americans could name all three branches of government. Nearly a third couldn't even name one. A poll from National Geographic showed that 29% of respondents couldn't identify the Pacific Ocean on a map. And according to the National Science Foundation, more than 25% of U.S. citizens don't know that the Earth revolves around the sun. If stopped on the street and asked basic questions, a large portion of the population would fail miserably. This has potentially devastating consequences. Cognicopia was inspired to address this challenge. Our first step is the development of a new type of board game. Building on the incredible popularity of the tabletop board game industry, this game will be designed to help everyone gain the basic knowledge we all need to be good citizens. These aren't impossibly difficult trivia questions or the types of things you need to know to win Jeopardy! Cognicopia focuses on knowledge everyone should just know as part of their daily lives, questions you'd be embarrassed to get wrong if you were stopped by a stranger on the street, such as the length of a U.S. Senate term or whether the number of people in the United States is measured in the billions or millions. On their quest to win, players will progress through multiple levels, from novice to expert, all while answering color-coded questions in categories that include numbers, the universe, science, history, and politics. Questions will be targeted for players ages 12 to adult, with a set of easier questions provided for younger players. The tabletop board game industry in the United States is currently valued between $3 and $4 billion, with an estimated compound annual growth rate of 10%. But Cognicopia will have the added advantage of serving a larger societal need. Because it addresses a problem that is increasingly well recognized in America today, Cognicopia will benefit from a public service-oriented mission. A large part of our marketing effort for this first game launch will involve outreach to the press and development of an online community of individuals who share our concerns. While we would welcome the eventual introduction into larger retails, we will initially market the game very effectively through online forums. In addition, the market for Cognicopia will include both traditional schools and the many new educational markets introduced as a result of COVID-19. Many parents are concerned about their children's education, which has led to significant growth in homeschooling and home education pods. Manufacturing costs for board games will include prototype development and setup fees in the range of $20,000, as well as production costs ranging from approximately $4 to $8 per unit. Typical sales prices for similar board games range from $30 to $40 each. The market potential is significant, with newer board games such as Ticket to Ride already reaching sales of 3 million units and sales of more than $150 million. Cognicopia's game design will eliminate two components common to current board game offerings, that focus solely on entertainment and the likelihood of increasing boredom over time. Our marketing efforts will eliminate the dependence on retail sellers who take a significant portion of the profits and have a larger barrier to entry. In the reduced category, Cognicopia's game design will stand out from competitors by reducing both the complexity of play, which is a barrier for many games with long instruction manuals, and by allowing players to win almost entirely through their own knowledge. By offering knowledge-based questions targeted at different ages, Cognicopia will increase the appeal for play across generations. Cognicopia will also go beyond what is typical in the gaming community by offering expansion card decks focusing on areas such as financial literacy, current events, grammar, vocabulary, or almost any other area of interest. In addition, Cognicopia will build an online community offering opportunities for connection and innovation that should spur further growth. Finally, Cognicopia will create a new market focused on the compelling need to improve basic knowledge. We are not just offering entertainment or education, and not just developing a new board game, but doing something much more important with lasting impact. Beyond the launch of the initial board game, Cognicopia would seek to expand into online offerings, subscription services, video production, and a range of other areas, all united by a focus on improving the foundation of knowledge that will allow American citizens to be better informed as voters, workers, students, and parents. The strategy canvas is a graphical demonstration of the previously listed characteristics. The red line represents the industry standard and each of the characteristics, and the blue line represents Cognicopia in relation to the industry standard. The final graph demonstrates different types of potential customers of Cognicopia, including those who are already interested in board games, those with a more general concern about lack of knowledge, and those who will need to be educated to stimulate their interest. Each of these groups would likely include parents and educators, focused on improving opportunities for young people, and also adults of all ages who harbor a secret fear of being unexpectedly asked a question they should really be able to answer but can't. Cognicopia isn't just a board game. It's a business with much broader missions to provide Americans with the tools necessary to become the most informed citizens possible. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I appreciate your consideration.